Welcome back, YouTube family. Carla Skeuse, founder of The Body Shop. We are doing a Sculpt focus class today, grabbing a resistance loop, cloth or rubber, light set of hand weights, 1s or 2s. I already have on 2-pound ankle weights and a mat. So all of these props are completely optional. Serve your body with what feels good to you, and remember, your best is enough. We are starting standing with a low body warm up, and then we're gonna move into some upper body and legs on the mat. So grab your resistance loop if you're using one with me today. Remember, it's an option. Band is going up above those knees, around your thighs. We're standing tall, toes slightly turned open, feet a little bit wider than your hips, so we have space between that resistance loop. Drop your shoulders. Hands can come wherever you're most comfortable. Take a breath in, and on your exhale, we find a 2-count plie right here, pressing down. And lift. Good. So we want to start to drop those hips almost down to knee line. And as we rise back up, we're squeezing the quads and tucking the glutes, right? So we want to feel those glutes squeeze nice and tight. Good. 4 corners of our feet are anchored to the floor, and we're really pressing back, weight to the heels. Good. Ribs are closed. Breathe and contract the belly. 2 more. Relax your face. Last one. Hold low. Lift 1 inch up and down. Good. So driving into those heels, feeling those glutes right away firing off. Should already feel a little spicy. Beautiful. 4, 3, holding low. Turn out the right toe and pulse. So really focusing on loading in to that right leg. Press that band apart. Imagine you're trying to rip it. You got 4, 3, parallel toes back to center, 1 inch down. Little lift. Good. So keep that band pressed out, making sure your knees are tracking directly over the center of your feet. So we repeat on the right in 3, 2, hold low, turn the toe and pulse. Good, so now we feel the load into that left leg. Keep breathing. 1 more round, same thing. In 3, hold, center, pause, 2 count, stretch up. 2, plie. All right, so now that the glutes are fired, see if you can sink a little deeper. Keeping that form, the hips go back and the ribs stay tight. 4 more. For me, this is like a nice active recovery. Good work. In 2. Beautiful. Bottom range, 1 inch pulse left and go. It's up and down. Good, up. So we're really focusing on toning these legs and booties. That core is a huge component to this type of movement. It's holding our core in tight, is giving us support for our spine. Hold low and pulse. Turn the toe. Sink deeper. Press that band apart. Breathe. 8. We have 1 more round, both sides. You got this. 3, 2, toe first. Turn, pulse it down 1 inch. Little lift. Good. Breathe. For 8. Glutes on fire. 4, 3, hold the lowest point, turn the toe close, both plie. Woo! Beautiful. You're done in 8. 6, back to parallel. We finish with single plies right here, pause, turn the toe, stretch up, plie, good, squeeze. Good work. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, last one. Give yourself a second, shake out those legs. Resistance loop comes off. We're gonna meet together on the mat when you're ready. So grab what you need, starting with an upper body sequence. So grab a hold of those hand weights if you're using them with me today. Kneeling position. If this is available for you on your knees, you can join me here. If it does not feel good or does not serve your practice, take a seat, stay standing, do what feels best to you. Remember, your best is enough. You showed up, and that is the hardest part. Shoulders are down, knees are slightly wider than those hips. Relax the rib cage, take a breath in and squeeze the booty. Arms go up and down. Thumbs are to the sky. Arms are maintaining shoulder width distance. And we're keeping the breath flowing. All right, so those legs are warmed up and primed. Feeling pretty good, feeling pretty hot. Good. We're gonna match it with those arms. Beautiful. Holding, shoulder line. Plug your shoulders back and down. Curl it, go in and squeeze. Little hammer curl. Elbows at that shoulder line. Relax down through the rib cage. Keep your shoulders plugged back. Good, 4 more, squeeze tight and stretch. 2, hold 90, we open it, go out and in. Good, chest press. Squeeze those shoulder blades down and back. Keep that shoulder width distance space between your elbows and forearms and wrists. Good work. We're toning out those arms. Hold goalpost shape, little pulses right here up. Keep those ribs dropping down. Keep your pelvis tucking up and under. Nice and zipped for 8, 6. Back to the close, open, right here, hold, elbows down, squeeze it, go in, stretch. Good. Really active. Keep breathing. Connection of your mind into the muscle. Right here, hold, pulse those arms, just lift, lift. Good. For 8, we're gonna find extension in 4. Hold elbows, arms reach out and in, good. So really focusing on extension and lengthening that muscle. Neck is long. Nice work. Stay with this. 4 more. Squeeze. 2. Extend those arms. Close it in and open. You can have a nice soft elbow here. Beautiful. Nice and smooth. Starting to feel the backs of those shoulders working as well as the pectorals. Hold second right here, just little pulses, go up, up. Still keeping soft bends in those elbows. For 8, 4, 1, hold it, squeeze it, go in and reach, good. Towards the floating rib. So the rib cage is stabilized, but we're drawing elbows towards the backs of our rib cage. So really focusing on that hug of your lats. 4 more. 3, 2, hold elbows tight, a little close and open, in and press. Good. So really focusing on everything being locked in and just driving back with your knuckles. Good. Keep breathing for 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Have a seat. Place your weights off to the side. Give your arms a little shake out, a little love, whatever you need to do to reset. We are meeting together on our mats, starting from tabletop, working the right leg. So join me when you're ready, and if you need to stop and place your ankle weights on, feel free to take your time. Meet me when you're ready. Set yourself up, 4 points of contact to the floor. Shoulders over those wrists, knees under those hips. You want to zip the pelvis up and under, so draw navel up towards spine. You can lower down onto your back elbow or both, or prop up to that front hand, or stay up on your hands if that feels best. We're going to take some hip circles with that right leg, starting to the side. Open the leg, go up and down. So don't worry about the speed here. Focus more on just giving yourself permission to open up that hip and kind of work through any little spots that might feel sticky to you. control. All right, once the knee comes towards the floor, we reverse the direction. Lift up and open. Beautiful. Not about the speed here, more about the control and release of those tiny little muscles. One more round. We're going to lift the knee up to hip line, flex the foot, and start to pulse. So you can drop down onto those forearms. Just make sure you're stacked. Close the ribs. Drive the sole of the foot towards the sky. Really pressing a little heavier into that right elbow or palm. In 8s. 4. Hold at the top. We turn the knee, go out and in. So just a little external rotation. It's not going to be too big. Just really wrapping that thigh out and back down. Good. Keeping that glute active. Keeping your body weight center. All right, parallel hold. Pulse the thigh, lift up. Neck is long. For 8s. 4, 3, knee to knee, right here, hold, out to the side, and center. All right, so here's where popping up onto the hand is going to probably help you up in this hydrant. So knee and ankle lifting together. Flex foot is really going to remind you to keep that leg active. Beautiful. So your standing glute, your left glute is also working. So if you're starting to feel that, that's totally normal. You can apply a little bit more pressure into that right hand. 2 more. Hold at the top and pulse it up. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Knee goes back. So drive back and rotate. Drive side and open. Same thing. So it's sweep back, turn the knee to the floor, open the hip, and draw the knee forward. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Really getting the entire booty in this sequence. So that whole glute should be feeling pretty spicy. 2 more. Last one. We hold the hydrant. Final round, pulse the thigh, go up, up. If you've got it, see if you can hover that right arm. For 8, 6, 4, and 1. Thigh to thigh, release your hands, sit towards your heels gently. Take a stretch, let your forehead come to the floor. Breathe into your glutes. Feel that release, feel that tension. Take a nice inhale through your nose and let it go. Nice work. Come on up. All right, Libby. So grab that resistance loop. Coming onto our back. So bands going up and over those thighs to break up our sequence. Not that it's a recovery by any means. Hold those thighs, draw your ribs in as you start to scoop back onto the mat, setting yourself up for a bridge sequence. So we're going to target a little bit more outer thigh, glute max, inner thigh. Soles of feet on floor, set up directly under those knees. Thighs, hips with distance. You have pressure around that loop. Arms can be down or stacked. Find a 2-count bridge. Go up and down. So you want to keep that resistance loop nice and stretched wide. So really focus on driving up through 4 corners of both feet. Good. Lifting to just about that bra line. Squeezing the booty. Hold at the top. Just tiny little presses up. Squeeze it, lift. Really small. All right, so that last sequence was really spicy, and you're probably really feeling that left glute med, your standing leg. I'm right there with you. For 8. 4. Hold your squeeze. You're pressing out and in. It's about 1 to 2 inches. Really driving up through those heels, engaging the glutes completely, and actively pressing the thighs into that resistance loop. 8. 4. Holding parallel, heels go up. Do not slide your feet closer to you. It's okay that they're farther forward. You're still stacked. You're just rolling up into that 4-star. So focusing to the top of our calf muscle. Really lift those heels. Squeeze the booty and breathe. If it felt good, close down those eyes. Allow yourself a second just to feel the space in your body that's starting to talk to you. All right, heels stay lifted, hips go, tap, lift. Now, maybe you don't tap all the way back down. It's kind of just a little more active. But make sure you're pressing through both sides of both feet. Good, feeling those inner thighs right here. I'm right there with you. Squeeze your booty. In 8. Heels higher. At the top, little pulses, lift. Focus on where you're pressing through those feet. Don't lose connection. Really focus on back to the hamstrings, connecting to the bottom of the glute. 4, 3, holding at the top, thighs go out an inch, in. All right, try not to roll to the pinky. Squeeze the glutes a little tighter. You're in the home stretch. We're gonna press double time wide right here, push, go out, out. Beautiful. Close those eyes, you've got 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw knees to parallel, soften your feet to the floor, roll your spine down, allow yourself a second to draw knees to chest. Let them weight down, low back to floor, maybe take a little rock. Let yourself just soften here for a moment before we go into side 2. Breathe. Nice job. All right, Levy, roll yourself on up. Resistance loop comes off, and we're coming on to our second side. Flip it over. Tabletop setup. We know that it's a spicy sequence. We know that we can do it. We've already done it one time. So join me when you're ready. Tabletop first, knees stacked, shoulders stacked, zip the pelvis up and under. Back elbow drops down, top hand for support, or find yourself in a position that feels comfortable to come into our hip circles, which should feel pretty good to release that hip. Open out, lower down. Remember, this is at your own speed, so really check in with a tempo that works for you and that allows you to find those sticky spots. Drawing a little bit more weight towards that left palm. Beautiful. You did it. One side done. All right? We're rounding the booties, we're toning the muscles, gearing up for bathing suit season, short season. I love that. 2 more this way. Breathe. Once the knee comes to the floor, you take them to the opposite way. Remember, you're moving your leg as a unit, so the knee stays in line with the shin and the foot. Flowing. Feel your ribs hugging in towards your spine. 2 more. Last rep. We're going to lift the leg up in line with the hip. hip and maybe lower down onto that forearm. Flex foot pulses up. So really drawing that sole of the foot up towards the sky. Gazes down towards those wrists. Forearms anchored. Really press up, feel the glute engaged. 4. Right here, hold, open, out and in. Good, out and in. So it's not big. It's an external rotation and then that back to that internal rotation. Good. 4. Parallel pause, lower, lift right here, it's down, lift, good. Squeeze the glutes, 8. 4. Hold the leg lifted, pulse right here, squeeze it up. Ribs are in. In 4. 3, knee closes in 2. Last one, lower down to the side, out, 2, squeeze, 2. All right, so I popped up onto my left hand for support. This is really gonna help you keep that body weight centered so you can apply a little bit more pressure into the palm. Remember, we're lifting as a unit and really resisting the descent. Good. Breathe here. Hardest part is this moment. Pulses. Holding lifted. Find your pulses. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, lower, down right here. Lift up, 2, around, 2. Close down, 2, and lift. Again, squeeze it in and down. Try to pull those ribs in, pull the belly button in towards your spine. Good work. 2 more. Hydrants. Up, up, and down. Last round here. Feel that core supporting you. 2 more. Pulse on 1. Last round right here. 8 reps. 6, 4, 3, maybe for the last set. 8 reps more. Lift that arm for 8. 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Again, when you're ready, let your hips round towards those heels. Drop the head, close those eyes. Allow yourself to settle in, feeling the breath come in to the booty. Nice work. Meet me up, and we are gonna come into a core sequence. So you can take your ankle weights off, or option to, of course, leave them on. Just be mindful of your back as you're moving through core if you're choosing to wear them. Nice work. Glutes, both glutes. Finally leveled out, on fire. Hold those thighs, scoop your belly to round back. All right, so our last sequence of class, finishing that core off. It did a lot for us today, stabilizing us through all of our sequences, but let's give it a little bit more love. Hands are gonna come down, option 1 by your sides for added challenge. Option 2, draw your thumbs underneath your booty for a little low back support. Once you arrive there, draw rib cage down and start to lift one knee up at a time into tabletop. We wanna feel low back anchored, imprint that spine, knees directly over the hips, feet together, and we're gonna open up our inner thighs into a diamond shape. Bra line nice and heavy. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale, out through the mouth, draw the rib cage in. Your left leg works first. Go down, down. And up. Right side goes down, down. And up. So this is where you get to check in with range of motion. That foot might not touch the floor, and that is okay. We want to think about drawing in and up with those low bellies as well as our obliques. Stay with this. Nice. So really focusing on that low spine. It's connected to the mat the entire time we move. And your breath is 100% going to be your fuel. In through the nose and blowing that breath away through your mouth. Each exhale is an opportunity to contract the belly even more. All right, left leg goes down 2, hold, out 2, then back in, peel it back up, switch to the right, go down first, out to the corner, back in, and zip back up. Let's keep moving. Good, so toes turned out. And when the leg goes long, really focus on engaging that quadricep. Thigh active. Good, stay with me. Last rep here, this side. Go down, out, in, and up. Quick reset. Draw the ribs back in, take a breath. Both legs go down, down. And up, it's not very big. Swing from the hips. Keep the diamond shape. Remember, you get to work with your own range of motion. So check in, find yourself, challenge yet successful. 2 more. Last one, we hold the legs to tabletop. Right here, close those thighs, goes in, and out. So our knees are at tabletop. We're opening and closing that diamond shape, a little active recovery for those hip flexors. We're gonna repeat 1 more round, and then we're out. A little different, 8s. 4, anchor the low back, thighs wide, go down, down. Out, out. Tap in, lift up. Lower and down, both legs. Stretch through those toes. Tap those toes back in and lift. So we're extending our legs to a V. Good. Really good control here. 2 more. Final rep like this. We're gonna hold those legs at that low diamond right here. Pause, squeeze in and out. Good, you can modify the range, maybe come up a little higher, maybe walk your toes a little longer out. Good. 4, 8, 6, 4, 3, no rest here. Stretch your legs, open, out, in, out, and in. The lowest range you can go, maybe see if you can go a little deeper. 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw knees to chest, release your hands, drape your arms over your shins, allow your low back to rest into the floor. Draw your hip flexors down, maybe take a little rock. Close those eyes down, give yourself a moment to tune into the body, showing up for yourself, seeing what's showing up for you. Beautiful work. Holding onto the right leg, drop that left leg out nice and long if you can. Cross right leg over your belly. Open up that right arm, turn your chin over your shoulder. Keep your shoulders melting down. Again, if you feel comfortable to close your eyes down. Beautiful work today. Let's switch sides. Come to center, knees to chest. Right leg goes out. Draw left knee across belly. Turn the chin. Relax your shoulders. No rush here. One final time, come back to center. hug your knees back in. Roll on up to a seated position, meeting me for one final stretch into straddle pose. Your best is enough here, so if you need to take a deep bend into those knees, it's all good. Just let yourself find your sit bones nice and heavy. You can shift a little side to side, take a big stretch overhead, and on your exhale, drop your left elbow down, reaching right arm overhead, maybe chin to sky, getting that cervical spine involved. Inhale, back overhead. Exhale, right elbow down, left arm overhead, chin lifts. Back up, draw feet to touch into prayer pose. This will feel good on those hips and those glutes. Hold on to those ankles, stretch tall through your spine, and if it feels good to you to fold into your legs, meet me there, but remember it's your body, it's your flow. Welcome in what feels right, leave out what does not. So I advise you to stretch some more. This was a quick little teaser of stretching. Hit one of my quick stretches or yoga classes, maybe a little Pilates to finish off the belly. Take care of you. Remember that your body is once in a lifetime, so fuel it proper, hydrate proper, take care of every little part of you inside and out. And you did so good today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out my other videos on this platform. And don't forget to find me on social media, Carla Skeuse. I'll catch you on the mat real soon. Bye, Bill.